Hello, Vinyl Community Earthlings. It's Mike, MGK Boston, just beaming in for another short episode here. I'm going to enter a contest today. I thought, what the hell? Why not do that? So, Colton, you want to enter the contest too. I get it. Alex is a cool guy. So, Colton, he heard me talking about this to myself and planning a video, and he's like, yeah, I like Alex too. So, Beer and Vinyl, he's celebrating a year in the vinyl community. Oh, yes, happy anniversary. Anniversaries all around in this festive season, right? Season's greetings to you. And so Alex, his contest is very simple. He just wants you to kind of pick your favorite year in music. So as everybody's painfully aware because of all my complaining, I have to put these strings in here because Colton is going to attack any minute. I can see it in his eyes. So it's hard to do with, there it goes, with my limited collection here. So I had, famous Apartment Records box, but then I have been accumulating. There's Edie. There's a bunch of records right there. So that's just my accumulations the past 3 months almost now. Just my shopping exploits here in Buffalo. Yeah, I almost said Boston. That's in the rear view right now. I'm in Buffalo. So anyway, yeah, hard to do, Alex, to pick one year because I went through all these records and I was trying to, find the bulk that I could from my favorite era that is, and that's the 80s. So I'm going to do like a triple play here. I'm going to take you from 1984 through 1986. So 3 years in the middle of that great decade. Time of my life, to put it in context, so in 1984, I was in the 10th grade back in Ontario, and then we went grade 10, 11, and 12, and so on, right? In sequence. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. So yeah, I'm going to just a mixed bag. Mostly alternative 80s, of course, right? So not to be confused with Embryonic Robot, but here we go. So it's Propaganda, A Secret Wish right here. So this band was formed in Germany. Lead vocalist here, she's screaming. Claudia Brucken. There she is looking a little more calm right down here in the middle. Cool sort of fashion thing. I don't know what that is, a rope dress. Maybe some of the kings or queens of fashion in the vinyl community can let me know what that is. But I bought this when it came out. Purely based on the single Duel, D-U-E-L, not D-U-A-L. Really cool music video for that. Captures the whole vibe of 1984, which is the year that this came out. And they were on the ZDT label, friends of Trevor Horn, right? Trevor Horn, of course, from Art of Noise. And then he was also friends of producing Frankie Goes to Hollywood, among several other artists. But these three bands, Propaganda, Frankie Goes to Hollywood, and what was the third one I just said? All on the Art of Noise, all on the ZDT label. So anyway, Secret Wish, the name of this one. Like I said, the track Duel. Another shot of the band on the inside. Very synthy. Her vocals can be a little cutting at times, a little shrill, but it just seems to play really well. Island in collaboration with ZDT. So yeah, Trevor Horn, yeah, real wizard in the music biz over in England there. Yes, so friend of David Atkinson. Yeah, and here's another Propaganda. This is just a compilation. This is called Wishful Thinking is Disturbances of Five songs. These are just remixes of songs that were on the Secret Wish LP. So here they are here. Shot of the band here. Clothing optional in that photo, it looks like. So yeah, nice remixes. 5 on here, like an EP. Pretty good. And there they are in high fashion at the bottom, looking very 1984. So yeah, again, Propaganda, the name of that band right there. Never see that in the vinyl community till now. Yeah, doing the locomotion here. If you didn't know the channel Embryonic Robot, he did a 30-part series on orchestral maneuvers in the dark. I think there's a 31st episode, but he's kind of in the middle of another John Cale video, so he'll get back to OMD when he does. And in the meantime, just go listen to this 12-inch single here for Do the Locomotion, right? Not the Kylie Minogue one. This is a different Locomotion. Very good. Not that there's anything wrong with Kylie Minogue. All right. Here we are still in 1984 at Los Angeles, California. I give you Romeo Void right here. This is their third LP, and the name of this one, of course, called Instincts. What do we got on here? What was the single? Girl in Trouble is a temporary thing. Look up that video. Very cool. And just some kind of, I don't know what they got going on with this artwork. I don't know if I'm a fan. Actually, I like the tchotchkes, though. Lots of little tchotchkes. I miss my tchotchkes here in my music room. They're all in storage. And just the lyric sheet. More artwork there. So yeah, Romeo Void. might know them best from their debut, and they had a single called Never Say Never. That's a really good one too. Check it out. All right, here we are back up in Minnesota, I believe is where these guys were from. It's Paul Westerberg and the Replacements. This one from we're now in 1985, yes. We're moving on. So anyway, like I said, Paul Westerberg on lead vocals. This is Tim. This is a really more polished version of this band. The first few, like Taking Out the Trash, and I forget the name of a couple others, but the Trash one, I remember that one. It might have been an EP. I wasn't really into that stuff. It was more punky. This really more polished sound is my vibe. This one and Pleased to Meet Me that came right after it, both really solid. My friend Steve Harold out of New Jersey, he sent me this one here as VCLT. I do have a CD copy as well, of course, in the collection. So Hold My Life, I'll buy. Kiss Me on the Bus. Kiss Me on the Bus was just such a huge song. Over and over we play that one. Swingin' Party, Waitress in the Sky. Real loud one on here, kicking off side 2, Bastards of Young. Really, really good track. Of course, they were on the Sire label. There, very nice. So yeah, really good band. They like to party hard. I think Paul Westerberg is clean and sober now, but at that time, he was really giving her. 7 days a week. All right, that's the Replacements. Still in 1985, Power Station here, right? Spin-off from Duran Duran, and of course, Robert Palmer right there, the late great on lead vocals. So you got John Taylor on bass from Duran Duran, and Andy Taylor on lead guitar, and Tony Thompson on drums. Notably on this one, the big one is the cover, the T-Rex tune, Bang a Gong, Get It On. That's a really good one, probably the best one on this. But there are some other good moments on here, like Side A, Some Like It Hot. That almost sounds like a really good Robert Palmer solo tune. Really good. This is a fun album. It just screams 1985, and that's the year that was. Look at there they are right there, right? Yeah, so anyway, that's the Power Station. Power, feel it. All right, Prefab Sprout, Two Wheels Good. This album was actually called Steve McQueen in the United States, but they had to change the name because Steve McQueen's people did not like that. I don't know if they hated Prefab Sprout. They just didn't like using his name. Anyway, it's Two Wheels Good is the name of this American press. Well, this is a Canadian press. I would have bought this in Ontario at the time when I was a young lad. And Farron, Bonnie, Appetite, When Love Breaks Down. This is just really, really good pop music from England. Alternative pop, I guess, at the time, what you call it. But yeah, really good. Kind of remind me of Lone Justice a bit, but better. Epic right there on that label. So yeah, really solid. I highly recommend this record. A nice insert on the inside of the band right there. Yeah, Wendy Smith, yeah, she's a cutie. All right, Wendy. All right, so that's Prefab Sprout. If I can get it back in this sleeve. Two Wheels Good. Really, really, really good one. If I haven't said it already, it's a really good one. All right, moving into 1986 right here, right? The madman from Michigan himself. It's Iggy Pop here. A friend of David Bowie, because on this one, David Bowie's all over this one. Just before this one on the Let's Dance album, Iggy was involved and he actually wrote China Girl, if you didn't know that, a little music trivia. There's a few special guests on this one. Steve Jones from the Sex Pistols, he actually wrote Cry for Love, which is one of the really good singles on this one. Really smooth, slick production on this, unlike previous Iggy Pop records. I mean, Iggy was putting out records in the late 60s, of course, with the Stooges, and then from there, long, illustrious career, some hills and valleys, but this was sort of a comeback for him in the mid-80s. So as you can see right here on the back, co-produced here by David Bowie and some guy named David Richards. Lots of Daves. These are the Daves I know. So anyway, Blah, 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 the title of this one. It's anything but blah, though. It's very good. Listened to this the other day. Through it in its entirety. It's great. Never gets tired. Never see that out, though, at shows. I don't know. For some reason. Screaming Blue Messiahs. This is one I picked up since I moved to Buffalo. I buy any of the John Peel sessions I can find. Anybody sees a Chameleons version, get it and send it to me. So this is just some early stuff recorded here. This is actually 1986. It was released here, but the songs themselves were recorded in studio in 1984. So I'm jumping. Well, we're covering those 3 years, right? 84 to 86. Why the hell not, right? So yeah, Good and Gone, Tracking the Dog, Let's Go Down to the Woods and Pray. That's a good one. And just a very solid power trio, man. Screaming Blue Messiahs, right? Anyway, check it out. Let's see on the inside though, real quick. Oh yeah, on the Strange Fruit label right here. It looks like I replaced the inner sleeve on this bad boy already. Yes. All right, so that is the Screaming Blue Messiahs, and then lastly, right back in 1986 again, I give you Gina Loves Jezebel on their third record here, and this one's called Discover. Kind of goth pop, I'd call these guys. This was their first big hit in North America. On this one, you had Heartache, you had Desire, Sweetest Thing, a couple of good singles on this one. So look up any of those they had music videos for. Really good band. Gina Loves Jezebel. Still recording. They put an album out in 2023. I do not have it, but I know it's out there. I think maybe Anthony Gamboy went too. He was going on a Gina Loves Jezebel kick recently. But yeah, Discover. So get over there and discover Alex's channel, Beer on Vinyl. If you haven't discovered it yet, go over and do it. Subscribe. Let's get him to 1 million by the end of this contest. He could do 1 million subscribers. He won't ask for subscribers, so I'm just going to tell people to get over there, have a beer with him, and listen to some vinyl, right? Because those are the two things that he does. He does beer and he does vinyl. I like when he does the pours. I don't know. I'm going to just like do my mime of a pour. Good. He does that kind of thing with his reviews. It's good, yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's Beer and Vinyl, celebrating a year in the vinyl community. Get over there and pick a year, do a video. I think you have till the end of the year. So yeah, and a little teaser. I'm going to say this a couple times because it's going to be a big one. I'm going to be launching a contest right around New Year's Eve right here at GK Boston. And I'm going to be pushing to 1 trillion subscribers in this contest. So there's going to be a lot of elements to it because you don't get to 1 trillion easily. That's a big number. And there's going to be some big things you're going to have to do for your video for this contest. So a little teaser for you there. So get your wheels spinning. And yeah, we'll have some fun with that for sure. And my co-host Patty Cheesecake will be here. We'll do that launch for that push to 1 trillion. So anyway, whatever you're doing on a Thursday, I'm freezing my ass off here in Buffalo. Our daughter's getting in this evening, so that'll be nice. We're going to go off to the airport. Much easier ride to the airport here than it was to get to Logan back in Boston. But I do miss Boston, certainly, but I'm loving it here. So yeah, change is good. So is 1 trillion subscribers. So anyway, on that note, I'll see you in the next video.